Christmas and happy holidays! It's the season of giving and sharing, and because of that, I also want to give back to the community and share one of the most valuable lessons and experience I have when I was still starting out in the freelance community or industry. So I hope that this would also help you to reach your freelancing dreams and to get started, or to help you get started. Hi, it's me, Chris, your tea spiller in all things digital and an advocate of wise spending. So, it's been quite a roller coaster ride for me this 2020. There's a lot of ups and downs, heartbreaks, breakdowns, mental breakdowns, but I am getting back on my feet, and this is one of the first content I am creating after those difficult months I've been through. So I just lost my dad, and that's kind of like summary of it, of how it is quite a hard 2022 ender for me, but hopefully you guys have a wonderful year or had a really good end for your 2022. So anyways, back to like how to earn 1 million pesos in a year, or how I actually achieve it even as a newbie in the industry. So it's funny because I just found out that I actually was able to earn that much way back when I was still starting out, because I was just organizing my system from my project management tools to my invoicing tools to my old records of accounting and all those paperwork stuff that I am not fond of, but I still have to do because we need to keep track with all our expenses and the incoming cash flows in our freelancing business. Then I didn't learn that when I was still starting out, so my old records was everywhere, and when I was trying to balance them out, that's when I found out that, oh my god, I'm actually earning this much when I was still starting out way back in 2019, 2020. And this made me come up with like, okay, I want to create the content for that, and how I actually got into earning this much in a year. So before I start spilling out the secrets, tips, and hacks and how you can do it, I am also going to clarify that I earn 1 million in a year, and that's the accumulation of all 12 months earning, because I was transitioning from part-time to project-based to full-time and back to project-based contracts with my clients. So how did I do it? Well, the very first thing I would say is that just start. So that's what I did. I actually started doing it as part-time because at that time I was a fresh graduate. I was an electrical student graduate, and I was taking my review in a review center for my licensure exam, which I did not actually did. I didn't take my licensure exam, and that's for the next story. But when I was still starting out freelancing, I was juggling from my studies in the review center and also starting my freelancing journey. And I started it as part-time because there's a lot of factors that made me kind of skeptical to actually get started. There's like fear, there's doubts, there's like a lot of what ifs and a lot of questions if I can really do this, and those things, you know, in your head. But yeah, I started as part-time, and before that I even was actually studying the industry. I researched about it, I talked to people who have done it and who are also starting out in the industry, and joining some events and mixers and seminars about freelancing or the freelance industry. And that's how I then step up my game and did my first part-time gigs with my first clients. After that, I then started to explore the industry, at the same time honed my skills and expertise and find the right industry or which industry works for me. So I explored it on what skills I can leverage to actually perfect my pitch, my proposals, my portfolio, and what industry I am interested, or I love working in. And from there, I was also studying and improving my delivery, my message, my pitch, and my sales pitch to my potential clients. And I think that's one also of the most important thing that you need to remember, is that you have to really improve the way you present yourself and focus more on how you can help your clients or your potential clients than focusing more on what you do. So you have to put your shoes on your clients or your potential clients, and what problems do they need solving and how you can actually solve their problem, and use that to create your proposals to improve your pitches or your delivery in selling your services to them. You don't have to be really good at English or really perfect and fluent in pronouncing the words, but you have to know how to carry yourself. You have to know what you are selling. You don't have to use really complicated words, and do a lot of research about who you are selling it to. Normally, I actually do like a couple of hours before my discovery call with my potential clients, and looking up what they do, what I can help in their business, and what they're looking for, and how else can I provide value to them. And the next one is to broaden your connections. By this, I mean connecting with your fellow freelancers, with different people in the industry that you want to work in. For example, you want to work in real estate and your target market is, let's say, local, or maybe you want to target real estate agents somewhere in Texas, or maybe somewhere in North Carolina. So anywhere in those like geographic locations that you already map out, that would be my target location, and this would be my target market, and this is the specific skills that I have that I want to sell to my clients or my potential clients. And with that in mind, you can connect with people who also work in the industry, maybe a copywriter who works in the real estate industry. Another thing is that you have to broaden your connections, especially in the freelancing community, and just connect with people that you want to know more about, and also in the same industry, especially in the same industry that you are working in. So for example, you are interested in working in in the real estate industry. So you want to connect with people who are also working there in the freelancing community. So if you are a social media manager, maybe you want to connect with SEO experts or copywriting experts or specialists in the industry, and just talk to them, stay connected with them, and maybe build a relationship with them as well, and just go brainstorming and maybe chit chat about the things and the trends and all those things that you can talk about, because some of those freelancers might also need your services in some of their projects. Then in that way you can also get some project sides aside from the clients that you already have. You can also ask for questions and help from them whenever you need it in terms of your projects or your work that you need their expertise in, because sometimes they just connect with each other. If you're a social media manager, sometimes you want to know more about the trends or like the tools that other copywriters are using to help you with creating captions also for your clients. So I think that is a really valuable connections to build with, because we also work in a remote setting. It's really good to have people and to know people who also work in the same industry, and maybe go and work together somewhere and just stay connected. And the next thing is to keep on improving your skills and invest in yourself as well as in your tools or equipment. So if you're an SEO expert, then invest in your tools, invest in courses that will help you upgrade your skills and being able to produce good or better results for your clients. In that way, you can also increase your rate. The same to be said with tools that you are using, because if you have your own tools, then you can also use it in your proposals, that your clients don't need to buy their own tools because you already have it, and that's why your packages are higher than the others. So that's another way of starting to earn more and increase your package rates. Another tips that I would share to you guys is to find more than one clients to work with, but always give your best when working with your clients' projects. Make sure you know how to prioritize and organize your daily tasks so that you are able to balance all of them in all of your clients, that you are giving your best and you're still providing a fair share of value to all of them. And that is really important so that you can build trust and also help them in their businesses, because the more they're successful in their businesses, the more they're going to get or assign you more work, the higher the chance that you would stay working with them longer. And the next thing I would say is to outsource some of your workloads to other freelancers who are expert in those specific tasks. So for example, again, you are a social media manager and you have to create content, graphics, and the like in most of the projects you have with your clients. So if there are like 20% of those tasks that you are not very fond of, then feel free to find some other freelancers that you have already built connection with and outsource it to them. It would lessen your workload, and at the same time you're also getting a more quality finished product, because that is what they are very good with, or that's their expertise, and just add it up to finish your project for your clients. And that for me really helped me with my projects with my previous clients. And of course, you also have to be honest with them that that is what you're doing. If they ask you honestly, or even include it in your contract that you have a team who works with you. And it's a really good way to share in the community of freelancers and also connect more with them, because sometimes you just keep on sharing projects as well. At least that's what I have experienced, where I get projects from other freelancers and I also outsource some of my tasks in my projects to other freelancers, or to them who I am exchanging tasks with or projects with, or sharing projects with. And those are the things that really helped me to reach 1 million pesos in 1 year, even when I was still starting out. Because I, again, decided to start, I connected with people, I researched and upgrade my skills, I invested in myself and the equipment, I give value, love what I am doing, and give my best to each and every client I have. And lastly, I also share it with other freelancers in the community. So I hope this would help you also in deciding to start, or if you already started, help you to be motivated, or if you are already motivated, will help guide you to fulfilling some of the milestone that you have set for yourself. And that is all. I really hope and wish for you to have a blessed 2023, and I hope this video will also help you in your freelancing journey. So if you have other questions that you want to come across, feel free to leave them in the comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also don't forget to like and share it to whoever finds it valuable. Thank you, and bye. See you on my next one.